Hey everybody, I'm Susan Betcher and I'm here with Ricky Ruiz. Do you want to pronounce your name better for me?
It's Ricky Ruiz. You got it perfect.
Oh, thank you so much. First, I want to say congratulations on your awesome health journey. I think it's been an inspiration to me when I heard it for the first time, and it's going to be an inspiration for many more people. And it's really cool that you want to reach out and help other people this way.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's always a pleasure, and especially getting to share the story, and getting to see the impact that it makes is always super special as well.
awesome. So what was your life like before you had your health transformation?
So when I first started my my health journey, I was just a simple grocery bagger at a local grocery store chain. I lived kind of a sedentary lifestyle. I was in school, so I was pretty much you know not on the move all the time. And then when I was at work, I was pretty much standing in one place a lot. So there was not a lot of activity.
Mhm.
Um, and so having a sedentary lifestyle, and then on top of that, I also had kind of kind of like a struggle with food. I thought of food as the enemy. Which I actually found out later that food was my best friend, especially when it came down to my health goals. So life before was just I was low energy. I was just it was just a whole bundle of like different health things, like trouble when it came to sleep, when it came to energy, when it came to mood and different things. So
Hmm.
probably not the greatest.
Hmm. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, especially not being able to move much in your job.
Mhm.
So what was your tipping point? What made you decide to do a 180?
My kind of tipping point was during the pandemic, actually. Um, I didn't want to stay in, working in the grocery store simply because, it was a high contact point. And so for the safety of myself and my family, I decided to take a step back. And so I quit my job and I stayed home. And, that was kind of, where I decided like, well, with all this time that I have now, like, what can I do? And so my aunt introduced me because she was doing a little challenge group with what's now called the Ready Set Wellness. And so she invited me to join, and I did. I had no idea what I was doing, but she was there guiding me the whole way. And actually, the Facebook groups as well. There was a lot of support, ideas, and just it was just a lot of fun all around. Also, but it was actually during the first 7 days I chose the 7 day cleanse as the boost. And so during those first 7 days was actually when I realized that food was not the enemy,
Mm,
because during those first 7 days I had a bunch more energy. I was able to sleep better. My overall mood had improved. And feeling lighter. I actually had like kind of not knee problems. I'm pretty young, so I didn't really have knee problems, but just some of that, I just felt better when it came down to movement. And so um, that's when I really started to become a little bit more active. And so I kind of eased into it from days 8 through 30. And that was actually the month where I actually lost 35 pounds.
wow. Wow, that's amazing. And you did it in a healthy way.
I did, yeah, because I had all the correct tools. I had I had this entire support system with the Facebook groups and with, simply just the community around, the challenge group. And so it was, a lot easier than if I were to do it alone.
Right. So did you discover what the enemy was?
The enemy was myself. I was the
Uh,
only thing holding me back when it came down to making healthier choices and becoming the me that I wanted to be.
awesome. After that 30 days, what did you move into?
So after the 30 days had ended and the challenge group was, transitioning to, kind of a different, mindset. Instead of just starting off, now they were focused on, kind of improving in a scalable way. And so most of us transitioned into the 180 program.
Oh, cool.
And so most of us did 2 shakes a day. Some of us did one. Um, and we kind of just went along with the program, and we were all there helping each other out. There were fitness classes that we had. It was kind of a fun thing that we had in our group, that we had people come in and do classes like Zumba or weights over Zoom. And so that was also when I first started getting into more and more for fitness. Now today I'm actually a certified personal trainer,
Wow, I didn't know
but
that.
but that was actually where it all started. Simply because I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought it would be nice to be able to do that same thing for someone else.
Wow, that's amazing. You have a heart for people. That's cool.
So it definitely shows in the restaurant.
Yes. So you became a restaurant manager,
I did.
and was that after COVID or?
Yes, it was after COVID. A family friend wanted to open up this restaurant in Massachusetts, and he invited me to go along with them. I actually started off as a host, and I just slowly climbed the ranks. And today, about a few months later, we've actually only been open for 6 months. I am the general manager of the entire restaurant.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
They must love you there.
Yeah.
So how was it when you're around foods that maybe aren't as healthy as you want them to be? How do you stay away from those type of foods?
So of course, being the manager, I have a little bit more power when it comes down to how my food's prepared.
Oh, that's good.
But I've also had people, because we have a gym across the street. Some people will come in and ask if we have any healthier options, and being me and already knowing all the tricks, um, I know like how to order specific things, and I know how to ask the right questions to see how something is prepared, to see if it can still be prepared in a healthier way. Also, normally, in the restaurant, we have shredded chicken that's prepared in the morning, so it's already, all set for the day. But grilled chicken is prepared to order.
Mm,
So I'm able to, make certain modifications to it, and, the different things, and, maybe ask for more veggies, maybe stay away from different things like, maybe like the higher fat foods, like
mm,
maybe instead of choosing for grilled steak, I'll choose grilled chicken, or maybe even fish. It's really just about, you can look over a menu for any restaurant, and sometimes they're willing to even make a custom plate for you. Not all the time, but I've done it for a few people so far. um, but it's really just about just being mindful of what you're eating, because even if you're in a restaurant, you can still have whatever you want, and you don't have to punish yourself for it. But as long as you're continuously making healthy decisions, and you don't fall into a habit of eating unhealthy foods all the time, you can still have things here and there. And that was one of the biggest things that I learned when I first started the 180 program. It's not always about being perfect when it comes to your everyday diet. It's just about the long-term goal,
right.
because I never had the mindset of, oh, I want to lose 100 pounds, which I
Mhm,
ended up doing much more than that. I
mhm.
ended up losing around 136 at this point. It
Wow.
was it was more about simply the long-term goal of, I want to live a healthier and longer life. And
Mhm.
so how can I take the steps now to kind of like lock down that future?
Do you feel like your body composition has changed, like less fat, more muscle?
Yeah. What I really liked is the Life Shake had leucine. So that it gave me the right nutrients to help to burn the fat and to retain my lean muscle. So
Mhm,
I actually did see, because I had tried many programs in the past when it came down to weight loss. I've tried all different sorts of diets and programs, and nothing really worked for me, or at least not in the right way. I
mhm,
found plans that would make me feel weak, or even make me feel sick. Um, I had one that kind of messed with my stomach for a while, and it took a while to, get back to normal. But it was, the 180 program gave me the right nutrients that the body needs to function properly, which is what I really liked. Along with my daily supplements, I was getting everything that I needed, perfectly balanced meals, and so on and so forth. Um, but it was really just about, again, just being mindful.
right. Do you have any advice for people who may have been in your situation? Maybe they don't want to lose that much weight, but they want to get healthy as they can be?
Yeah, I mean, the 180 program isn't specifically just about losing weight. It's just simply about making a healthy change. But maybe not everybody's goal in the past has been to lose weight with the 180 program. But at the end, maybe they've lost a few pounds along the way. It's
Mhm.
really just about kind of building a healthier lifestyle and keeping it going. So like I said before, some people in the 180 program in the group that I was in, some of us did two and some of us did one shake a day. So
Mhm.
those of us who were doing one shake a day at some points, we would just in the morning have the protein shake just because we were in a rush. And then, we would still use the program guide on like how to build, a healthy plate. And we would take that along with us
Mhm.
to continue that healthy lifestyle and just
Mhm.
to get into the habit of, um, making sure we're eating the right foods that we need. And then, once we have reached our goals, it wasn't just, all right, we'll go back to the lifestyle before, because
Mhm.
it's actually not that easy you've actually completed the plan.
Mhm.
Because once you get into the habit, it's a little fun fact, they actually say that it takes 30 days to break a bad habit.
Mhm.
So the 180 program, I had done it for about 6 months when I lost my first 80 pounds. And
Mhm.
after that, I actually found it difficult to go back to foods that I had really loved before.
Right.
And it was simply just because, again, being mindful, had more of the mindset of asking myself the question every time I would pick something up: is this something that is going to fuel me and continue my health goals? And asking that question, if it was a yes or a no, would give me the answer that I was looking for of whether or not that's something I wanted to put in my body.
That's a brilliant question. I hope everybody heard that. And we can all use that no matter what our health goals are. Is
Hmm.
this going to fuel me and keep me going towards my health goals?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ricky. This has been very informative, and I think this is going to help a lot of people. And if you would like to take this video and use it elsewhere, then you are free to do that.
Thank you. And it's always a pleasure again. I always love to share my story and see the impact that it makes.
Well, thank you so much.